As stated by Dr. Jonathan A. Pratt and Sari Kovacs, about a third of the world, which is about 1.7 billion people, live in water-stressed countries. This is due to global warming, a topic which I will be speaking about today. People of different opinion believe that global warming is not a threat to human health. I disagree and will explain as to why they are wrong. Now that you are aware of my overview, let me talk about one of the opposing arguments. According to Thomas Gale Moore, a senior at the Hoover Institute, the historical records show that human population is actually healthier during warm periods of time. So rather than adversely affecting human health, global warming is likely to be beneficial. This statement is untrue because according to Jonathan A. Pratt and Sari Kovacs, mortality generally increases at both high and low temperatures, above and below on the optimum temperature value. Populations in warmer regions tend to be sensitive to low temperatures, and populations in colder climates are sensitive to heat. Another point the opposition argues is that in the Atlantic Basin, the number of intense hurricanes and storms, those scaled between 3 and 5, have actually declined during the 1970s and 1980s. The 4 years from 1991 to 1994 enjoy the fewest hurricanes of any 4 years over the last half century, according to Thomas Gilmore. This argument is also misleading because climate change is likely to lead to greater extremes of dry and heavy rainfall and increase the risk of droughts and floods that occur in El Nino in many regions. Studies have shown that El Nino cycle in certain areas is associated with changes in the risk of diseases transmitted by mosquitoes such as malaria and dengue fever, and diseases caused by herbivorous viruses stated by Jonathan A. Pratt and Sari Kovacs. To wrap this up, climate change is a major threat to human health due to extreme temperatures and disease-carrying insects moving to areas which used to be colder for them. Additionally, due to hotter weather, which has caused droughts and food shortages because crops can't withstand hotter weather. For these reasons, I argue that global warming is hurting and affecting human health. I believe I have successfully and effectively countered my opponent's arguments.